I probably just need to respect that two hallways more if I don't have 4 energy and Immolate and just take the events. Like, if your deck is strong late but not immediately, just take events. Because I was in the I don't really want bites mood. I was in I don't want bites and I don't want Necro Book, so why would I take events? But you've got Altar Protection. I'm just taking a rare card here, unless this is a, like, all hallways map. Yes, this is the first Ironclad run. There has been no others. There is a 3 elite path. We're just doing this anyway. The debate of the gods. Who is boss? Okay, I can't be bothered to, like, make the decision, but I'm just going to click the Immolate. A big thing about Immolate is it isn't actually that good in... It isn't that much better in the elite, but it is that much better in, like, the hallways than the Fiendfire. Like, the blow up a sentry and the, like, how they are against Lagger. Do I want this anger? I shouldn't need anger, right? One big attack theory, and you've got the one big attack. Dropkick the Inflame. I don't believe in infinite tech enough to do that. I think I'm just going to strike this, because this already gets immolated even if we're weak, so... Shockwave card. I like the Fine Shockwave tactic. I think I might Inflame here. Because 21 doesn't kill this, but 23 does. So this is now... You can just open up the kill like that. I will greed that now, with having got good cards. We see Immolate and we kill, so we'll just take 2 this turn and get the Shockwave down. The Shockwave is more for the weak than the block with having Immolate, but we could still bottom deck Immolate. It was Vuln, it was dead either way. 21 add Vuln goes to 31. No, it wasn't. It was 33 health. I mean, if you strike it, then yeah, but, like, then you can't strike the thing. I mean, sure. Are we just doing this, like, just get the Burning Elite and, like, get our upgrades? Because the 3 Elite path gives a 1 less upgrade, and this Immo upgrade does matter, I think. Our deck is so strong later that I'd rather do this. This is quite good draw, to be fair. We got Inflamed before turn 3, which is really what matters. I imagine we're just Immolate defending. We'll play the other Shockwave next time we see it, but, like... Defend is worse, is not a good redraw. We're wanting to, like, see the Shockwaves and see the damage cards on the redraw, and we want to second win these away. Can we kill? Yes. Good. I don't want these unless this lands on them, but I don't want to take. That's very good. The second win was the best we could see, and the Shockwave was probably better than defend. We don't have pressure to upgrade the Shockwave now. What upgrade would we do? Inflame? Yeah, amazing pain. Not only is that more block, but it also means that you're less likely to see defends on the reshuffle while trying to kill. I say when you've also just got the Immolate for this turn. Right. Is there any reason for this fire? Because I'm just thinking, this fire, you just get more information before it. Because the Shockwave upgrades, like, I don't want to upgrade Shockwave at 1 anyway, unless you're into Ghost. And when you have 2, I just don't want to upgrade 1. And when you have 2 and 1's upgraded, it's like, well, this one strips and this one does the infinite debuff anyway. So at the moment, I think these are my upgrades, but I don't think they're strong enough that I care about them before the Elite. And I think I'd rather just have the chance to rest if everything goes really wrong. Feel No Pain or Strike? Like, this always gets played. The question is, which of these three do you play? I don't think you're playing the second wind. Feel No Pain is only block on this in the future, though. Yeah, I think I just strike. I can memories the Immolate if I really need, but I think I'd rather, to be honest, just... because it's going to perma weak, defends are just usually positive. Immolate kills. Immolate on Vuln is 42. Okay, there's the Inflame, but that doesn't need to be cared about. Well, I'll take Demon Form. I think I take Demon Form over Trance. This Trance is very, very good, and this Demon Form is not necessary, but I'm just thinking for, like, Act 2 bosses and, like, Book of Stabbing. Can we carry a Regret? Am I happy carrying a Regret? I don't want to carry a Regret. We're going to upgrade Demon Form, and we'll rest at Slimbo if we haven't, like, just curb stomped these. Ow. I don't want to glug these. I want to save these for Act 2, if not Slimbo. Like, probably one is getting glugged in Slimbo, but I'd like to save others for Act 2. I think you do this and this. I guess I could have bashed that one, but because we're not taking damage this turn, I'd rather make, like, more progress on 2. This blocks with that, so we can do this. We need to kill that one next turn, but, like, they're all just dying with the Immolate. This Immolate's been very good at being bottom-decked in the AoE fights. Oh, my thing. I'm skipping, still. I'm not interested in these body slams yet. I imagine I'm resting. Like, if I know I get an attack pot, I'm obviously gonna, like, play it there, but I don't know that. I don't have that information. So it's like this 5 HP just gets lost, but also saving attack pot for Slimbo in this situation. Pummel, I don't think I want this anger. This anger is like something with this, but it's also like another remove to be behind. It's okay-ish with this, but like how good is this anger in Act 2 anyway is not really there without the card draw. Like, I know I've got the dense cards to play with it, but I've not actually got the card draw. Why aren't you clairvoyant? Yeah, like, I stabbed an oracle, so, you know, I got cursed like that. Am I resting? Do I need to rest? The Feel No Pain or upgrade is, like, a bit. Resting saves a potion. I mean, yeah, if someone could manifest Snecko, that would be great. Rest it, I think, like, currently, if I upgrade, I'm probably spending a potion. If I rest, I probably save a potion. And these are very good potions for Act 2 elites. And I don't think the Feel No Pain upgrade is that important yet. We may not have needed to do that with the turn 1 demon form, but especially into the bash turn 2. Turn 1 demon form, bash turn 2 is like, we're very well set, but you know, we'll just take 28, and if I was on, like, 30, that would have been a bit scarier. And we're playing this. This is 33, which puts it to exactly 75. That seems bad. I mean, this is a really good split, so we'll take 6 to keep trying to preserve potions. Yeah. As I said, the rest to preserve pots. You don't get to preserve pots if you don't rest there. Which you spend is your choice, but you don't get to preserve pots. I am not interested in Juggernaut or Second Demon Form. I don't think I want a Limit Break. Like, I don't tend to like Limit Break off just these. I tend to like Limit Break only if you're really damage racing, and we have nothing to say we're really damage racing. In fact, we have things to say we're not damage racing, because we have a Second Wind Plus and a Shockwave Plus. So we can have the... And we've got the Horn Cleat. So we've got 3 ways to let Demon Form tick already, and we have no strength in our Relic Bar, so not interested in that. Dome, but Curse, Bell. I don't really like any of these. I don't think I'm willing to play Bell. I think this deck does want energy. Well, it wanted Snecko, but if it didn't see Snecko, it wants energy. Like you can probably take a middle P box over these, but you can't take Bell over these. You can probably take Bell over like Crown Ecto. I think this is Cursed Key. I think we've got a second win to strip the curses. I'm really missing that Battle Trance right now. But I do not like playing Dome on this sort of deck. I mean, I don't like playing Dome anyway, but Dome on this sort of deck I think is especially bad because you're trying to, like, plan of when you need to get out. And, like, if we see a Reaper, we really need to plan the Reaper and you need to plan the second win turns. And you need information to play this well. Well, I don't want the one elite with an Immolate. I do want to farm elites here. I mean, there's 3 elite paths, and there's one which has an early shop. This one does have a fire in the middle of it, but we have 300 gold in a early shop. I guess you can sack off one elite to... Ugh. Maybe you go here and then you take the curse here and then you take the late shop. I guess you can... I'm going to go through this early shop and then get information. Just kill. There's a bit of me that wants to do one of these just to finish this fight. Because this is a terrifying fight for the Ironclad. Like, what the hell do you do this turn? You can't get your Shockwave down. Can I play this in Flame? Do I need to? Next turn we're playing Shockwave Defense. We're not playing Demon Form. Yeah, we need to play in Flame. If you're not playing Demon Form, then you need to play in Flame. And that's kind of how this deck is going to work. In Flame is for the fights where you can't get the Demon Form down. Intimidate? Probably not. Bloodletting? Bloodletting's not the worst. If we had one Pommel or one Shrug, I'd be into it. Yeah, I don't want it over... I don't want it yet. Not without any draw at all. Just max the damage here. Hopefully it attacks this turn. It does not. That is bad. I think I just keep striking rather than add another turn of Shockwave, though. We've got Inflame and Shockwave down, and Feel No Pain can block for us. So. But we're still taking damage in these hallways, even with, like, the Horned Cleat. Not interested. Abacus, this frog looks amazing. This Abacus is doing nothing. This frog looks amazing. I don't think I'm removing here. I know it's exact, but, like, if I go to this shop, it's to remove this curse. And I'm, like, maybe potentially taking 2 curses. And, like, so yeah. I think I'm going right, and then I'm getting information and deciding later. I think I do want that down. This fight, I'm just not scared of. Like... This is a deck that wants to be confused, so... That blocks for us, so I play that. I didn't realise it was doing quite that much damage, so I could have just not second wind and struck. Guess I should have, like, looked. This Whirlwind's okay. I don't normally like Whirlwind, but we have Strength and Shockwave. And Frog. And Energy. This doesn't... The second wind doesn't do anything this turn. I'm hoping I see Immolate here. Well, this kills this. At least we got the Feel No Pain down turn 1, so we shouldn't take too much here. Shockwave Immo. I want this fight over, and the Demon Form doesn't do that as well. Pommel. That gives us another upgrade. So, like, we've got 2 upgrade targets now, which does make this path more appealing. I don't really think I want to go over here and, like, sack off elites for a shop. This fight looks terrifying. Big damage card? Big damage card. I'm wondering if my memory's that as well. Because we are just, like, we're 2 damage short. I'm very scared of this fight, to be honest. Like, I think this is so much damage and feel no pain later that I'll leave it. Because I don't think the 20 now does enough. I say that. I'd done it there, realizing that this was so close to a kill. But Barricade Brutality. Barricade with a second wind plus and a feel no pain can't be that bad. I'm still leaning tacking left and getting my upgrade and remove. This deck is not very good at Act 2 always. I think I'd do this now. Because we block this turn, so hopefully we can do something about this turn. Can do this. And then we've got the Demon Form in play. The Voln and Frail have worn out. We're hopefully in an okay place from here. I say immediately before seeing this garbage. We just kill. We can just kill. The deck's good at killing. It's not good at blocking. Green I take. Where are the skills that don't say exhaust? Didn't you steal them? Feel no pain shockwave or feel no pain barricade? I think I actually want the barricade. Because I hold 17 for next turn. And I've got missing both of my AoE damage cards. The Demon Form's an annoying miss, but like we've got the Inflame in play and we've got the Barricade in play, so it doesn't massively matter. And like not interested. If I'd taken the Bloodlet, the Brutality over the Barricade, then this is bad Demon Form still. We're definitely not taking another Elite with this potion and 21 health. That's fine. We go here, we remove it. We rest, we go remove the pain, and then we hope we can upgrade just before champ. Hopefully I have like a Burning Pact or something that's like a good upgrade. I just want... this deck is begging for a Burning Pact. Play this, I think. Over the Immo. Play these. That's the max block I can get. What? Ow. Well, so much for the idea of upgrading here. The limit break has got better now. Basically, because our deck still has no block other than the second win. So we're trying to play fast, and there is champ. The pain does need to be removed. Am I buying this feed? Am I buying this Metallicize? It's very weird. I can't afford the feed. But the Metallicize is good into champ. This True Grit is not good enough without an upgrade, and I do not want to upgrade. Like, I have other upgrades I want to do before I want to do this. The problem with this is that it's bad on the turn we draw it. The good thing about it is it does give us something for champ. When we're, like, bleeding out at the moment and we're scared of this fight and we need to rest. Just play these and play this and hope that we can, like, kill at least one next turn. This now dies to this next turn. No, that was a good draw. That was a good draw. We drew well. Like, we've taken, what, 2 damage your fight? That was a really good draw. Not interested in Sever Soul, not interested in second Pommel yet. This Rampage is unnecessary for champ because we already got Demon Form. Yeah, all we need for champ is HP, so Dark Embrace. I take Dark Embrace, right? Over second, feel my pain. Oh yeah, walking into 3 cults. You would have bought attack pot there. Yeah, it's the attack pot is only for this hallway. Because like you're in a situation where if you like just get to champ with any HP, you're fine. Um I might upgrade potting here. I don't think so. I think I'm just playing these two. I don't really want the limit break to be upgraded, and I don't really need this shockwave in play this turn. It like would have been nice, but the plan here is just like barricade up and demon form up. I say while playing that on drawing into demon form like an idiot. We'll do a bit of attacking with the demon form being second cycle. I would have liked like one ninja relic to top up our deck, but we're okay. I think I don't play this shockwave yet. I mean, this is just more block than playing the defend at the moment. I do want to be playing defense, but the whole thing here is just have just enough block because we don't need to play on specific turns. While our strength goes silly. Like, the limit break already is fine. We just need to, like, you know, next time we pummel it, probably just kills it. Yeah, we should just be able to kill here. This is the thing. This is why I rest into champ and why I said we can just, like, as long as we get 8p, we're fine. I don't want a second for either of these. Any 3 of these. And I don't want this. I don't want this over Dex Pot. That was bad reward. Oh, the Snecko. Very, very glad to see that. We haven't upgraded the barricade. We've got the demon form. We've got the 2 shockwaves. Got the Immolate. We've got this. We haven't got this upgraded. Like the upgrades would have been these 3 cards, and now we only care about one of those upgrades. No cards from both bosses suck, but Snecko is crazy. Yeah. We've also have at least got the green key, so we can like just choose what our pathing completely is. Uh, I would really have liked removes with this Snecko, but I think we're just running in for the max elites. We just farm the 3 elites and get some fires. Just take this early shop. So people remind me not to open this. I know I play very quickly, so I'm probably just gonna misclick and see it anyway, take it anyway, but try. Hmm. If you remind me the floor before, that might be the best time. Streamer cheating, asking for help from chat. Thoughts on hardest character to play? Got defect A20 pretty easy, but having a hard time with the others. I think the defect is easy to get your first A20 with, in that defect has the thing of defect can just overscale and become broken. I think Watcher is the hardest character to get to the like play early and get to the like Ascension 5 type stuff, but I think is the easiest once you get the like raw cycle. I find Ironclad hardest at like the high level, but like I am not. I am like nowhere near a top 20 player. I might be scraping top 50. Um, but like I find Ironclad harder than Defect. But I think if you look at win streaks and you look at like the top players and like win rates at the top end, Defect is harder than the others because there is just like lost consistency in Act 3 4 that is harder to cover than it is on Clad. And I can see why people find that and also how it ends like that. Um, I think Silent has the strongest Act 4, and I think Silent does have a stronger Act 4 than Clad, and I It's going to be. I think Silent has more random deaths in Act 1 if you just don't see things. Defect is kind of strange because Relic support is a little worse. I think Relic support is less consistent. I mean, I Defect, there's all sorts of ways of playing. Like, you swap and your Act 1, like, is hard, and you have to play your Act 1 really carefully on, like, most swaps. Defect, easier to play. I mean, the thing with Defect is that what Defect scaling is so naturally intuitive. You build up an you build up a huge orb network of passive block and passive damage, and that just outscales the bosses very consistently. And you build up an orb network, and you take like one thing that does big damage. But like, I do think Silent. I think like, other than May probably watch it largely because of how much you can greed skipping, Silent is the strongest Act 4 character. It's just Silent has the hardest Act 1, and Silent has the easiest time to just randomly die Act 1. But if she doesn't randomly die Act 1, I think Silent does just win the game. Um, I think just you get 2 boss relics on Silent, and you should just win. I mean, I think people should be boss swapping while climbing Ascensions, because if you're climbing Ascension, you're just looking for a high roll. You're trying to play at a difficulty above your skill level, and you should be looking for high rolls if you're doing that. Like, boss swapping, I think, is easier to climb Ascensions with, because you just roll into the top, the high win, the easy runs, and the big wins. I'm trying to assess this Carnage and this Dropkick. I don't think I like this Carnage. This Dropkick isn't bad, because, like, 50% of the time it's at least energy neutral, and we've got good strength, so I think I like it. We'll take this, by the way. I don't think it makes climbing with Clad that harder. I think it makes win consistency with Clad harder, but I don't think it makes climbing harder. This is net 1, so I would do this and then I would have second wind. So that would gain me 14 block against 3. I don't think I need the Shockwave or the Limit Break, so plus 11 seems positive. This is a bad draw, a bad costing, but we'll just play it anyway. It's probably not doing anything because we're taking damage this turn. And, like, they're going to die before we get through, but this is why I said I think the drop kick is usually positive, by the way. Peace Pipe, that's interesting. We could take this chest and just toke it, which I probably will do. First Shrug gets in. I think I want this. How's Pellets, Snecko? Snecko Pellets? Do I just want second Dark Embrace here? Second Dark Embrace is quite strong. I don't think I want to spend on a remove here. I like the second Dark Embrace. Am I shopping again? So what my fire's doing? Resting here, toking here, recalling here, something here. I think I want money for Act 4. I think I want money for Act 4. I want to be able to buy a Snack Oil or a Gambler's Brew if I use a pot. I don't think I'm interested in anything in this shop, including the remove. The remove is good, but we could just take all this removes. Basically take these... Take 3... I guess we see what HP we're on after these 2 floors. This kills left. So we do this. Kill left. And then hopefully we draw Barricade next turn and can out-barricade this. This hits twice, so we take 1. Take 1, get out. Removing strikes is good. I don't know how important I would say it is. Like, it's very strong, because removing strikes with Snecko just is strong. But, like, saying it's, like, important in a, oh, we need to do it over other things that provide value, I'm less convinced on. Because, like, basically, would I rather 2 removes, or would I rather 2 relics? And I think I'd rather 2 relics over 2 removes. Because the upgrades are like Feel No Pain is okay, Pommel is okay. There's not upgrades I care about. The main thing about the elites is actually, do we have the actual HP for them? I'm not willing to take damage to hit these, by the way. Like, with Barricade and Metallicize, we can just chip it out with this. You just play every, like... If you had to pick a build for Silent Ironclad for a noob at A15 going for 20, what do you recommend? I mean, Clad is just click every card that says Exhaust. Just click every card that says Exhaust on it. Click every card that says Exhaust on it and click every Reaper. And if you have Reaper, click every card that says Strength on it that isn't Rupture. Third Shockwave seems fine. Silent, like, the easiest to high roll into is just, like, a Poison Catalyst stuff. I think the most fun to play is going through, like... I think the most fun to play is Discard Nonsense. But, like, Shiv spam is pretty strong. Just click Shivs, find some Ninja Relics and some After Images. Like, if you're just looking to high roll up, like, any of them, you just find one thing and click for the synergy. It's a big, big difference of trying to find a high roll than trying to, like, streak at a top end. Also, do think boss swapping on every character is just good if you're trying to Ascension climb. I don't think we die here. We can sometimes die turn 2 of Repto, but I think that's pretty hard with these pots and this relic. Like, Repto I actually think is, like, the one that really scares me is Nemesis. But we do have, like, second wind Barricade for that. And, like, if Barricade costs something, costs 3, we can play this and then it goes to 2. Like, if our Barricade and Dark Embraces are, like, really bad costing, we can throw the upgrade pot to bring it down to 2, and then play anything else. So I think the Elite means we go here, we rest. We go here, we rest or recall. I mean, I want a Toke here, is the thing. This is... You rest, you Toke here, you recall here. I think I would do this over this if I go right. I don't think I value the Tokes that highly. I think I just prefer relics here. Just do... I guess you do the Shockwave before the Feel No Pain in case you draw a Demon Form or Barricade. Not Barricade. I think you play in Flame over the Shockwave here, because I do want to play the Barricade, so I don't want to draw it. And the Shockwave does a 2 out of 3 to draw it. This is great to see. This is garbage to see at this cost. Do I just do this now for the draw? I think I do. I think this hand is really bad. Taking 12 is really annoying. Like, we had to bottom deck Barricade and have other things go wrong for that to happen. I don't think Strength Potion is better. Is this Perfected Strike actually good? Basically, because we're not getting rid of these strikes. We are, like, toking here. We rest here, we toke here, we recall here. We maybe get one strike remove here. I kind of like the pommel upgrade as well. But how much is this? 5, 6 for itself, 7. 21. 27. That's just like Carnage Plus. That's not good enough. I think I do rest here. I think we're always resting once. And it makes this floor a lot safer. To be fair, this is a pretty good draw. You just Shockwave defend. You take 9 this turn, but no, 7 this turn, but surely we find something here. Surely. There's only 12. This hand's really bad. This adds another 3, going to 15. I'm just looking at this. I might be doing this. Partially for the heal and partially so that, like, this dies to this next turn. Because we're taking a big hit here. That was, like, this was one of the worst draws we could have got, by the way. That was why I recalled. That was why I rested, even. Are we dead? With this cost? At the moment, yeah. 24. We take 6. Well, I guess we can play that, see about an out. Or we don't get the out. So we do this for 5 HP. We'll play a Dark Embrace. Wait. Fuck. I miscounted my HP. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's just stupid. Like, this hand costing is... Like, the Snecko's been behaving so far, but it misbehaved in the fight that mattered. And I don't think you pot here, because you do have this next turn. And that you can just draw the Immolate and then you're fine. But I should be doing this earlier, because then this is... You get just, like, that extra bit of block from these. Like, you get 1, 2, 3, 4? 3. 3 or 4. Yeah, 3 or 4. 4, I think. So I think this is correct. And then you play this, and you go, okay, things are garbage. I mean, this time you're on 26, because I got the extra thing. So, like, sure, but, you know, you can just glug this for the 5 HP otherwise. Even with the Feel No Pain upgrade pot misplay the previous turn. You're just dead anyway. Because this can block 3 or this can block 6. Okay. Okay, you're just dead to the Repto. I thought 40 HP would be enough with the Horncleave. The deck is pretty good against Repto. Like, not amazing, but, like, between the costings... Like, I know it looks really good here, but it was just all of the bad ones were here. It's the costings and which cards you draw. So you don't see the Immolate or Whirlwind in the first 3 turns. You don't see Immolate or Whirlwind in the first 3 turns. But you see it turn... No, you don't see it turn... You don't... Yeah, you don't see the either in the first 2 turns, and, like, the Immolate isn't doing enough. No, it's not even... You don't see it in the first 3 turns, so, like... You don't see the Immolate or the Whirlwind in 3 turns, which... You draw 21 cards with this, So that's the bottom 10 plus the costing. Yeah, I did realize that on the run resumer attempt. So if I come out of this and go over here, and this would have been a rest. I would have taken this. You just look for Apo. You probably do take Panic Button, by the way. Discovery is okay-ish. And yeah, like, the draws were just so brutal. That's probably good with the Barricade, regardless of cost. These... Enlightenment Snecko is kind of cute, but it's not very good. Like, the draws in this fight were also pretty cursed. Bottom decking Barricade and taking whatever 20 it was not good. You do open this because of the Peace Pipe. But, like, this is a pretty normal draw, by the way. And you do that, then you get to walk into here. The rolls will be different because this is a different floor. I mean, this is still a pretty cursed turn 1 draw, but like, I think you're just fine. Like, you've got this, you've got, like, other things. You've still got all your pots. Yeah, I mean, however cursed this draw is, you still actually get through. And this is another without Immo, without Whirlwind. And I know it's on more HP, but, like... I think you Shockwave over the others there. I know there's the Panic Button, but I think you're just like, okay, you just get out of this. Kind of been a... Yeah, like... Both Repto draws are actually very bad here. I guess I should be shuffling Immo in. But this is probably just one from here. Okay, the fact that the Repto went so bad there from the thing maybe makes me think I misestimated it. This was a fight I was more scared of than